Hi, Lissa, how are
Hello.
you? Welcome to my channel, 3 Degrees of Love Divination.
Thank you
This
for
is
the invite.
very exciting to be able to have this discussion with you today. Thank you for joining me in my channel. Actually, today is, as we're filming this, it's October 5th. Probably by the time everybody else will get to see it, most likely will be for October 10th, which is Global Mental Health Day. And I want to thank you so much for joining me to do this videos today. So those for everyone who doesn't know you, please introduce yourself. And we'll jump straight into the question. But first off, I want to know, tell everybody about yourself, who you are, and about what is your spiritual journey to date has been.
Okay. My name is Lissa. I'm from Montreal, so Canadian. Um,
Yay.
my parents are Asian, but I was born here in Montreal. And I created this tarot deck. It's called the Ebony Tarot Deck.
Yes.
Created it 2 years ago. It's been out since maybe six months, last December.
Okay. Yeah.
And you ask about my spiritual journey. It's pretty recent. I feel like this project helped me discover myself. I've always been drawn into visual art and imagery. I'm also a psychosocial worker, so I like everything that has to do with symbolism and subconscious. And I've always been into this psychiatric field and needing to have answers, different answers, and see things like with different perspective. But it's still a journey, so I'm learning.
Okay.
Mhm.
So tarot hasn't been something that has been etched in your life for very long, you would say. It's more been of a recent journey.
I would say 2 years ago, but 10 years ago, I used to go for readings, but it was more about the art, the imagery.
Mm-hmm.
I needed answer, but I didn't really care about the answer. I was like a little bit skeptical about the answers, but the imagery of it, I loved it. And I'm also a model. I have a photographic studio, so I like everything about photo. So 2 years ago, I decided, you know what? I'm going to mix both of my passion, which is photography, imagery, and tarot. Because I've always been like, I always wanted to know more. I didn't quite understand it, but I was really attracted by the subject. Um, I like tarot more than I like oracles. I feel like oracles are it's too vague. It's not precise enough. It doesn't have an order, and I like the fact that it's like 78 cards with always the same definition. That's what I like about the tarot. And also, I feel like I'm more like of a mathematic mind. So everything that has to do with metaphysics and the stars and the universe and the numerology, I like everything about that.
I was just gonna say so that's exactly, I feel like, how I am. Like, I think we're very much on the same page where that
Hmm.
is concerned. I would say my tarot journey has been a longer, in the sense it's been at least 10 years or so. But even the fact that you talk about the fact that your family background, your heritage is Haitian, and
Hmm.
so my understanding of the Haitian culture is that they are very versed in the metaphysics. They're very much in regards to, well, I mean, the thing is, I would say even, well, anyone really, for the most part, even Haitians, I would say that
Mm-hmm.
there's probably a vast, um, like anyone, when it comes to religion or
Mm-hmm.
spirituality, that kind of thing. But there is a very, in the Haitian culture, my understanding is there is a very strong presence to the metaphysics, to the occult in that
Mm-hmm.
regard. So that wasn't something that you were even growing up. Would you say, was that something that
Not
was a
at
part
all.
of your
No,
upbringing? No?
not at all. We do know, we do acknowledge that it does exist. We know about voodoo. Probably my parents, they have friends who practice voodoo, but my parents, they've been here for like 37, almost 40, maybe even more, 45 years, because they were here before I was born. So maybe more than 45 years, and they never went back to Haiti. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think they have like a PTSD something about Haiti, and they're just hardworking people. You know, their spirituality is about being good workers, hardworking people. They don't really. They never transmitted anything about voodoo or any of that stuff. We don't even go to church. They
So
don't go to
not
church.
even religion, you would say,
No,
not even
nothing
religion.
at all. Yeah. They
Okay,
know good from bad, and they serve the community, and if you need them, you'll find them. They have their own grocery Asian shop, and that's about it. They do serve the community, and they don't really go to church or anything like that. They're too busy working.
so
So that
yeah, and and that's cool. That's cool too. Like I mean, because I
hmm
feel like spirit to me, at least how I've seen it, even in my, as I, you know,
hmm
been in a part of it and then exited it
hmm
in a sort of way. I see the whole idea of spirituality, even sort of religion, as
hmm
something that's more of a its own personal journey between the
yeah.
person and, right, and the divine.
But my parents, they still have that the groceries, and
Mm-hmm.
they do sell some items like candles or different items that they use in the voodoo tradition. And I remember I used to be fascinated by that and ask, oh, what is the use of this? And my mom is like, oh, they use it for, this and this. All right. But never with like a transmission of information. I was curious. She would let me know, but she would never use it for herself. It's like, we're selling it. Some people need it. We have it. We sell it, but that's it.
Gotcha.
The
Gotcha. Fair enough. But
yeah.
how would you say to date tarot has been helpful in regards to managing your health, what mental wellness
hmm
and mental health, all of those things? How would you
hmm
say tarot has been helpful in regards to that, especially considering that you, like me, are in social work? Your experiences in social work, you have experience in psychology. So how would you say you found tarot to be helpful when it comes to things like that?
hmm So I've always been fascinated by tarot. Like I said, tarot is more than a divination tool for me. It's like a mirror. Um, I understand that, like in the past 2 years, what tarot really is about, because like most of the people that I have to teach them that it's not about the future, it's about the energy of the present. So now
Yeah.
that I know that it's about the energy of the present, it gives me new perspective to dive into myself.
So yeah, so very much for like along the same lines as the
hmm
introspection and that kind of thing, getting to really understand you as a person and sort
Yes.
of dissecting your energy, the things about your
Mhm.
characteristics, all of those things,
So
right?
you never really feel stuck because you always have access to a new perspective.
Yes.
What you cannot change, you change your perspective about it. So whenever I feel like I have a little anxiety about something, I'm like, let me see what the cards has for me. and so I can go in peace and see. Sometimes I don't understand the cards right away, and I'm like, you know what, whatever has to happen will happen. So it really like it helps me like balance my emotion, let go of things. It really is an individual tool for me.
Yeah, and so almost like a guide, if you will,
Yeah.
like working with your guides, with spirit, with the divine sort of thing, and letting that sort of speak to you through the cards,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. So yeah,
And
I really like that, and that's what I've found even on my journey as well, is that's what the cards sort of have been for me. It's not so much about the aspect of, you know, finding out what's going to happen in the future. It's about unpacking what's going on in the present, what's happening within
mm-hmm.
inside myself and my psyche, and getting to have a better understanding of patterns and things that are
Mm-hmm.
going on in my
Yeah.
everyday life. So yeah, I really like that. So what I want to know is more into the cards, because these cards are gorgeous. If I haven't said that already, which I know I have, I'll say it again. These cards are gorgeous. And like when I first got it, and and like I said in my little video that I did earlier, because I couldn't, I just couldn't wait. I had to, and I wanted to share it, and but my brain was so with excitement and so bouncy that it was like, I don't know if I could really concentrate enough to really talk about the deck, like, in that kind of way. So I figured, plus I wanted to save the juice of it all for
Mm-hmm.
right now with you. So um that's what I sort of was going on with me in regards to all of that and the excitement with these cards and stuff. So I want to know more about your creative process. And of course, the deck didn't come in order, and I did talk about that. And what did you say? Because we were talking a little bit earlier about that. What did you say um about the cards
The fact
not
that
being
they're
in
not
order?
in or
Yes.
okay, it was just an extra fee, so I had to ask myself, is it that important that the deck doesn't come in order, like from uh was well the what would be
From
the
like the
fool,
factory, like,
to the king of it would be the King of Sword, no, the King of Pentacle. Fool to the King of Pentacles. No, it wasn't an issue for me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pay the extra fee to get in order. But the first card is my card because I'm the Iris Priestess, and I think it's just the printing company that just wanted to uh,
yeah. And look at
to
you,
make me
you're
feel
so
good.
beautiful
So
in
they
this
said,
card. Look at it.
mhm,
I love it. I think this was really gorgeous. And yeah, so when
mhm.
I got it, of course, it was, yeah, you were like the
Mhm.
first card, and I was like, wait a second, where's
Did,
the
did you get
fool?
the
Where's the
chance to
magician?
see all the details on that card? Do you see
Um,
my hair? It's
yes.
two colors. One side is the blonde and the other side is the black. Same thing for my nail polish. My nail polish, one hand, you have the white nail polish, and it kind of represents, well, not kind of, it represents like the two columns, the black and the white,
Yeah, and the duality of
and the
nature.
duality.
Yes. I'm only noticing that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
So all
it's
the
like,
cards, there's a lot of details in every cards, and that's
yes,
that's
there
what's cool
is.
about tarot. The more you look at the picture, the more you will find out about the
Yes.
details.
And so what's this here at the on the corner here?
The moon. The moon does represent secrets.
Yes.
You
But
always have.
okay, so that's the moon, but is that a card?
No, it's a book.
Oh, it's a book
It's a
with the
book.
moon on it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Because I'm like, why is the moon down here? The moon would be in the sky if that was
Mm-hmm.
but that's, yeah, it's beautiful. And I love how you do have the two high priestess, but you have the French word, because French is your main language, that is your
Yes.
mother tongue, not
Yeah.
English.
Hmm.
And so yeah, this is gorgeous. So of course, for those, who may not have known or realized, but yes, you are French Canadian. You
Yep.
are living in Montreal, and French is your first language, not English.
Exactly.
So
And it was important for me to create a deck that was a bilingual one.
yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so gorgeous.
So
And
same
now
thing
it's
for the
funny because
booklet. The booklet. So
now
the
that
booklet
you
is also in French and English.
yes, I
Mm.
did notice that. But I'm just like, now that you've pointed out the blonde, it's like now I can't unsee it. Because I didn't really notice it before, but now that like it's there, it's like that's like the first thing and the only thing that I see, which is so funny. But it's yeah, and you look gorgeous.
Well, thank
Like
you.
yeah, this was amazing. So, what would you say was your motivation for creating this deck? Like, why did you create this deck?
Well, I did notice that there was a lack of representation for Afro descendant. Like I mentioned, I like the imagery of the of tarot. I've looked
Hmm.
around for different imagery. I know I wanted a photographic deck, and I
Hmm.
wanted my friends, because most of them are artists from Montreal, so they're my friends. And yeah, I wanted to portray them in a king and queens environment, and I have like beautiful pictures.
Yeah, I love this Wheel of Fortune.
Hmm.
Is yeah, okay, so tell me, what is this? Where did you get the
Okay.
idea to photograph this?
So this is all in Montreal. All you see is real. It really does exist. This wheel, you will find it at the Parc de la Visitation in Montreal. The only thing, I don't know if you notice inside. Can you read what's inside the wheel?
No, hold on. It says
I'm telling you, you're gonna find out a lot of details. Do you see the T and the A?
oh yeah, so it does say tarot, like
Yeah.
basically what the wheel actually says in the tarot. So this is an actual that wheel that actually represents
Mm-hmm.
tarot found in Montreal.
Yeah. So the word tarot wasn't in the wheel. That we made it, but the wheel really does exist. It's that wheel. It's just that it doesn't have the word tarot in there.
Oh, so you guys put that in there.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. So now I'm seeing that. But okay, so oh wow. And what about the compass? Is that part of the
That was
actual
that was in the wheel. Yeah, it was.
oh, okay, okay. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And these are the backs, by the way. And I
Hmm.
love the idea of the tree. I did talk
Hmm.
about that in the video. Because I don't know. I realize even on my own spiritual journey, I've had there's a connection to trees. And
Yeah.
even when I look back at a lot of my decks, I do have a lot of decks with trees on the back of them.
Yeah, like
And
the tree of
so,
life. And
yes,
also the deck is called the Ebony Tarot. So you know about the ebony tree? This dark black tree that is, in French we say le bois d'ébène, ebony wood. It's a tree that is completely black that you find, I
okay.
think, in Africa. So it's
No,
like a,
I've never heard of
yeah.
this tree. Okay.
Yeah, you just
This
realized it. Yeah.
so there's so much more symbolism
Hmm.
that I even know. Okay, so this is gorgeous. So okay, so I want to know more about your creative process. So like um how did you come up with the design
But
on
I
the
know I
back?
wanted a tree because of the word ebony. I wanted a tree.
Yes.
It also represents like the tree of life.
Yes.
So I asked a friend to design something for me. I don't know if you see in the middle, it has like this African design symbolism a little. So I wanted
Yes.
a tree, but that also represents. It gives you this African feeling. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I really love
The
it.
patterns
And
is a little different. It's the
it's not really a
design.
reversible back, but but even when you reverse it, like it's still it's beautiful. Like
Mhm.
it's got its own. Yeah, I love that. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. So what would you say is your um you said how long did you say it took you to create the deck?
2 years, and I need to tell you, it was very painful, difficult process because while I was creating the deck, I was going through a breakup. I love this card, one of my favorite. Definitely one. Remember, I think it was a year ago, we had this major eclipse.
Yes.
I was inspired by that because usually for the judgment card, you have like this angel. I didn't want an angel. So
Yes.
I went with the eclipse. I think it
Nice.
was in
That's
April last
beautiful.
year, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of the angel, we're gonna put an eclipse there. So,
Wow, that's
like I was
beautiful.
saying, I was going through a breakup. I started this project with a lover, and things went south, so I had to finish the project by myself. And it was also healing for me to create this. It was painful, but it was also healing, and I'm really proud of it. But I think it's so much more beautiful because of the pain I was going through.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you say that because isn't that how a lot of things, um, even life itself,
Mm-hmm.
the idea of even our journey, like from the start, like when we basically to get here, we come through darkness, right? We come through darkness, and then after we've journey through that that treacherous dark tunnel
Mm-hmm.
of our mother, we
Mm-hmm.
come out and then into light. But even as we go through that, even once we're out and we grow and we learn and we live, that's what we experience in life, the idea of that pain and we go
Mm-hmm.
through trial and error. That's at
Exactly.
the end of it, at the end of the journey, you know that's the beauty. You look back and you look at life and you're like, even in all the trials and errors comes this great
Yeah.
beauty, which is your
Yeah.
existence,
Yeah.
your life.
So I was really sad, but determined to finish the project. Like it also gave me the determination I needed to finish the project. Like I
Yes.
wasn't going to put that on shelf. So I needed to do this.
And you know what? I'm so glad that you did, because like I said, this deck is gorgeous. I feel like I dreamt this deck into its existence, and it in the sense of, it was just something that I was like, oh, I would love a really good photography deck. And not to say that I haven't seen great
Mm-hmm.
photography decks out there already on the market, but there was just something about
Mm-hmm.
when I came across this, and it was like the instant
Yeah.
sort of
So you just pulled the
gravitational
card. That's
pull.
my daughter in the red dress, and it's a group of almost 60 model friends of mine. It was like a big organization. I had to have them sign contracts. Everybody got paid, so I could have like the license to sell the pictures. Like it was bigger than what I thought.
Yeah, and
and
that's funny because
expensive too. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. So that was actually you just led me right into the next question, which
Mm-hmm.
was what were some of the challenges that you faced during the creation? Like you
Mm-hmm.
already started. You talked about the breakup, and then of course it
Yeah, I
being
learned.
such a
I
big
have to
project.
learn through the process because I didn't know anything about that. I first started with different photographers, and it was expensive. And then some a friend told me, "Why don't you use your iPhone?" And I'm like, "I can just use my iPhone." He said, "Yeah, with the resolution of the picture, you could do this with your iPhone." And then everything
So
clicked right away, and I wasn't dependent on anybody anymore because I could do it on my own with my iPhone. The iPhone gives you the color balance, and everything is just like right away. You can kind of visualize it right away, and it was like the best thing that happens to me.
yeah, the this is gorgeous. So um based on what you were just saying, so all of these cards were taken with iPhone.
Yeah, most of them. There's 78 cards, 67 were taken with an iPhone. Like I said,
Okay.
I started the deck with a friend of mine that I
Yes.
loved very much. We completed like maybe 7 cards. So I had to continue by myself. I continued with the iPhone, but 7 cards were already made with a professional camera.
Okay.
And you cannot see the difference. You
No,
cannot
not at
tell
all.
which
Because I
one
was about
is
to
with
ask you. I was
iPhone.
gonna ask you. I was like, do I want to know what these seven
You
cards
you
are?
you you wouldn't you won't see the difference.
Yeah. So this is yeah, and you did such an amazing job.
Hmm.
Even like
I don't know
the
if you
people that
realize
you
that
chose.
all the page are young men and all the knights are women.
Okay. Okay. So the knights are women, the pages are men, and then of course
Hmm.
the king and the queen are right.
Exactly. So we
Gorgeous.
spent the day with horses, and that itself was a therapy for all of us women. For some of them, it was the first time that they had access to horses. It was beautiful, beautiful. It took us like
Wow.
6 hours to shoot all the cars, all the nights at the same day.
Nice.
Do you recognize the shape, the heart shape,
In which one?
the
Which card?
Three of Swords? Her body is like a heart shape. The red
Yes.
dress.
And then the swords are like she's holding on to the
Exact.
swords like as though it's stabbing
Hmm.
her itself. Yes, yes.
It's not only stabbing her heart, but I made her look like she's a heart. So I wanted a deep red dress.
Yes. And I love the contrast with the pink clouds up here,
Hmm.
the pink. I feel like it's very reflective of what is happening down here,
Hmm.
I feel. So it's yeah, it's almost like it's giving, and even the way this tree here is almost almost looks like it's giving the same sort of reflection as to what's going on here with
Hmm.
her. So it's like at the top here, the cloud, the pink cloud, that's her essentially.
Hmm.
And
But the pink.
the trees right here are representing the swords as it's
Hmm.
reflecting what's going on at the bottom. I
And
really like that.
you
That
will
wasn't on
find
purpose, was it?
it wasn't, because the pink sky is something that you will find out through the deck. All
Yes.
these pictures have been taken at different places, different moment, different time. So if you want the deck to look like it's part of a whole, I needed to find an edit that would put them like in the same adventure. So I did that by
Yes.
using a pink sky. So the pink sky is on each card. Do you see that?
Yes, I do. I do.
So it gives the feeling that it's part of the same world, a world that I
Yes,
created.
I love this. This is, you did such an amazing job.
So you always have the pink sky, and the pink is
And
also, you find the pink um,
yes, on
on
the
the edges of
gilding.
the card.
And
Yeah.
then
If
this,
it's not
okay,
pink, it's purple. There's always a pink something.
yes. I love this hermit. Well, the hermit is my card, my birth card, and this hermit is fabulous.
Yeah,
Even because again here it looks like a star, but there's the pink that you were talking about. That's like
always.
up here. I love this. I love this. This is gorgeous.
So
Um,
the scenography was the part that I loved the most. Like when I was in my bed and I'm like, okay, what should the card looks like? Where? What type of clothes do I need? What props do I need? That was the part that I loved the most.
wow. You know what I would say my favorite, like even though I wasn't there, but I would say my favorite experience, a part of this experience would be being there to watch all this unfold. So like while you're taking the photo, right? And you're setting up the scene for the picture. That is what I would say would have been my favorite part of that
Mm-hmm.
whole experience, just to see the whole creative process in the
Mm-hmm.
making.
So you can see some behind the scenes on Instagram, the Ebony Tarot deck. So yes, there's some videos and photos of all the behind the scenes. Also because I need to let people know that it's real. People ask me, "Is this AI?" No, go check it out. It's all
No,
real.
it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And I love how the fact that you even have, so we even have melanated people of all shades. So it's not just the darker skin, you have the lighter skin tones in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that, like this is gorgeous.
Queen of Pentacle. I don't know if you have the card close. Anyway, if you come across her card, I have like very interesting artists. Queen of Pentacle. Her name is Jelly Tapa. She's a great Canadian singer from Mali. She's a
Ooh.
griot. Her voice is magical. Magical. Same thing for the Hermit. The Hermit is well known here in Montreal. His name is Angelo Cabe. Yeah, Jelly Tapa. I'm gonna send you a piece of her singing. It's
Oh
amazing.
wow.
It's
Yeah,
something that you can not like. You cannot reproduce it. It's.
this is gorgeous. And
Mhm,
you know what? It's funny because I know all of these pictures were taken in Montreal, but I would love to
mhm,
see this in done in Toronto.
mhm. Like for example, Jelly. She won Junos. She's big. Yeah.
Yes. This is here's we have
You
the
would
two
like
of
to
them.
to to see that in Toronto?
I would love to see this in Toronto. I would
This
love
is
to see this redone in Toronto. This would be
would you make it
amazing.
like a urban tarot? Like more like in the city of Toronto, like urban?
You know, I don't know. That
You
would be
have to
something
think
to
about that.
explore.
It
That's
would be the
something to
beginning of
explore.
something.
I think because yeah, because I am a city girl, that probably yeah, is something in Toronto, like in the city, like an urban, yeah, like an urban
You have the
city.
vision now.
Now I want to know, is there anything during the creative process that you would have done differently, and
I would have
why?
start if I knew about the iPhone, that because of the size of the card, I could use an iPhone. I would have done it like straight from the beginning. Like I lost a lot of money, or I was learning, so I paid
Yeah.
to learn, and I would have do it with my iPhone. I also tried to do it indoor in studio, there's some photos that I didn't use at the end because I really realized that for the project to be beautiful, it had to be made outside. So I also waste a lot of money by trying to do it in
in the
studio.
studio.
It wasn't giving. That's my daughter.
Oh wow, the
Yeah.
Seven of Cups.
She was 11 when we started the project 10, 11. Now she's 13. So I used to refer to her like I had many photos, and I'm like, okay, so her name is Sydney. Okay, Sydney, which one is more like, give you more like the family are the happiest feeling? Choose. With her innocence, with
Yeah,
she would say, oh, this one. And she was always right. Now she's 13. When I ask her to do that, now she knows the drill. She knows the game. It's like, oh, what again? What do you need? You need my head? You need... Before, it was like a game for her. And now it's like, really? Wait, I have to finish my food first. Because she knows that it's demanding. Even for her now,
yeah,
it's demanding. So I'm going to finish
yeah.
this and then I'm going to help you.
So tell me about the star. Because I feel
Asa.
like out of all the cards, this is like the darkest one so far, I
So
feel.
this is the first card that we shoot for the deck. So I was with my so-called friend, and Asa, she's from Toronto. She's a singer, and I saw her at a concert, and I'm like, she's a star. She needs to be on my deck, and she needs to be the star. She always has this red hair, and
Okay.
I asked her it straight up, are you okay being nude? And it was a first for her. Um, she came here by train, and that's it. I was very, very
Wow.
satisfied. The card was taken during the day. So we edit the card so it looks like it's in the evening or, approaching midnight.
Yes. I love it. This is beautiful. Okay, tell me about this hangman. Because it
Um,
almost like it's giving me this like I see like I know it's real because as you talk about it, you doing it outside, but it almost looks like the way he's hanging from this tree, almost like it was digitally manipulated.
No, the picture was taken, he was standing like straight up. And then, yes, we did reverse him. But when we took the picture, we had in mind that we would reverse his body. So I asked him to place his head in a way that it would look real. So we had to figure it out. But it was like it's a straight up
Wow.
position. And then we reverse.
So
We
technically
did
he would have been like this.
it was like this. Yeah, we took
He
the
was
picture.
like
It
this
was like
when
this.
you
Yeah.
okay.
There's
Okay,
many different.
wow.
There's different way to do it, and we chose that path to do it, but it could have been done in many ways. I was just more secure to have him standing straight on
Yeah.
position.
The last thing you
Instead, yeah.
branch to fall, or if you fall off the branch and then
Oh, it could have been done. It could, but
yeah. And okay, so the concept of the Eight of Wands here,
speed.
because this is not really traditional per se in the way the imagery, but I like it.
Mhm.
It's
What is
different.
the 8 of 1 for you? For me, 8 of 1 is about speed. And I didn't like the usually the imagery that we see for the 8 of 1 is like you have the seven. The,
The eight wands and they're moving in like a
yeah,
diagonal
I didn't
direction.
feel that it was the speed, so I needed to recreate the speed. So this is like a photographic effect. It's a long opening shot, and it gives you the illusion that the
Yes.
wood is
It's
speeding or is
moving. Yes.
rotating.
I love that. That is this. So I'll tell you, for me, when I look at the Eight of Wands here, almost gives me that.
It almost hurts the eyes. If you look at it too long for too
Yes,
long, it kind of hurts
but it's
your.
it's almost giving me the Eight of Swords vibes, which is it's funny. Even though this is the Eight of Wands, it's almost giving me
I see
a
what you
little bit of
mean.
the illusion of the Eight of Swords.
The Eight of Swords, it's very different, and you recognize it like right away, right away.
Yes, yes, I love that. Here's the Six of Swords.
Mm-hmm. So you go away and you don't look back.
Yes, we have the Six
So
of
a neighbor
Pentacles,
rent me
the
the
boat.
boat. Yeah.
Wow. So where was this taken? What body of
Close to my
water?
close to my house in Busherville, 5 minutes by car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. The Six of Pentacles.
Hmm.
Very like it's all gorgeous. Um,
Some cards were more, I had to do more research, like six, seven, eight of anything. I had to do like more research. Six of Wands, six of Pentacle, eight of, no, seven of Wands, seven of Pentacle. I had to do like more research and see the definition in different languages, in French and in English, to make sure that I capture or that I isolate the definition that I like.
nice. And what about the eight here of Pentacles?
Eight of Pentacle is it's about labor. It's about like you kind of get better at a certain craft and it pays off.
But
So if you look,
I didn't mean for you to give me the definition. I meant in regards to how you designed it, like with
well,
the
she has this
person.
little strawberry bucket and it's paying off because
Yes. So where was this taken? Is it
South
close?
Shore next to my house, 15 minutes. I live like in the suburbs, so I'm close to
Okay, okay.
Montreal. I'm like 15 minutes from downtown, but in the suburbs. So I have like all the different scenography around me. Some
This
cars,
is beautiful.
I shot them in my backyard.
I was about to say, so that's why I was asking you, because here I'm like,
No, that's a
is that
strawberry
your house?
field.
Is that your house there? And then
No, 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 no. That's a strawberry field.
okay,
So I went
okay,
there and you paid for the strawberries. So I was with my
yes.
daughter. I didn't mention that I was going to do pictures. They thought that I was just there to pick up the strawberries. And I'm like, okay, go get some strawberries while I'm shooting, like distract them. And then I didn't know, but she came back with like two big buckets because I was busy doing my things. And I'm like, oh my God, that's too much, and it was like $100 of strawberries because I was busy doing my thing. And the guy said, "Well, you have to pay for it. If you pick them up, you have to pay."
So the Eight of Pentacles, you walked away with $100 worth of
Yeah,
strawberries at the end of it. Okay, okay. You
it was
tell me
my
about
first
this.
time, so I didn't know that if you pick them up, you have to pay all of them.
Yes. Tell me about this Temperance card because she's beautiful.
My friend Sylvie, she's a makeup artist, so the wings are real, and it's about temperance. It's about
Balance.
balance. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I love this. This is gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Oh my gosh. The Eight of Cups.
Yeah, that's my
I,
friend Wendy. Yeah.
I love this. Okay, now the Justice is to die for.
Yep, this is one of the first card I've done when I decided that I was going to do it by myself with my iPhone. So that was a test, and that's also the card that the photographer who did the edit. I asked him, and he was Russian, and I'm like, okay, Madevsky, I need an edit that is just for me, something that you don't see everywhere. This is the photo I took. Please come with different ideas of, and it came with the pink sky. I think it just came with the pink sky, just like that, for that pictures. And I said, you know what? This is what we're keeping and that we're going to reproduce on every card. So this is
Okay.
the direction.
Okay. So
I
it
liked
was
it
the
so
justice
much,
that
so I
brought
kept
in
it.
first the pink sky.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like
This
it
is
didn't know that I would pick up on this thing, It just did it like that, and I'm like, this is what I want everywhere.
wow. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles.
My sister, my family. Yeah. This is the museum, the Stewart Museum in Point Claire, and I didn't ask much permission. I go there, I sneak in, I do it quick, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. And that's it. I called them later and told them that I use the porch to, and they were really happy about it. So nobody really
Nice.
gives me any problem with the fact that I just sneaked in and took pictures. They were really
Yes.
happy about it.
So here's the Eight of Swords, and you were saying it's quite different from the Eight of Wands,
Hmm.
and it is, but it was, and yeah, and you know what? This now, you're right.
Like
This is very much very distinct.
yeah, you
This is
build your
really
own prison,
yes,
because if you look at the cord around him, they're kind of loose, like
yes,
just just pull yourself out. It's
yes,
I see, but you don't see it for yourself. You kind of build your own prison.
yes. Yeah. This is and the swords are not really the here as it's displayed in the card. The swords aren't, because normally in the Eight of Swords it's the swords that's sort of constricting and building the prison, whereas as the swords are just laying there towards his direction, but they're not
Hmm.
even anywhere near touching him.
No,
So
it's
it's
mental.
giving that illusion that yeah, it's all up here. You're
Hmm.
trapping your own self.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I love that. I love how you did that. And the Queen of Cups.
Yeah, the rainbow is real.
Really?
Yeah, it's real. Like we were almost crying when that happened. It was no, it's
Oh,
not that it was raining. It's because it's a fountain, so it
yes.
automatically created a rainbow with
Oh,
with the sun.
gorgeous. That's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Hmm.
That's gorgeous. And I think these are all just photographs. The Seven of Swords here.
Yeah, it was a difficult one to create because you have to sort of give the feeling of a thief. I
Yes.
tried many things to recreate the feeling of like, is anybody watching me? And like he's stealing something and looking
Yes.
around, and yeah.
Wow. And the
So
strength
that's my
cup.
friend. She's the same one on the temperance card, with the bald head, with the
Yes.
bald
Yes.
head.
You
Yeah.
mean the Seven of Swords here? You
Yeah.
mean that's the same
She's
person?
temperance. Yeah.
Okay.
With the wings.
Now the strength.
Yeah. So the
Is that
lion isn't real. It's AI. This is like the card with the most AI because I wasn't going to South Africa anytime soon. And I love this card.
well,
Love,
you could have
love, love,
gone to
love,
the
love.
local zoo.
I don't think so. So it's the strength card. I want it to be like it is the strength that even if you have like a lion next to you,
Yes,
you have the ability to gather yourself and stay calm.
yes, yeah, yeah.
And
This
the color, I love the colors of this card.
it's
It's like two
it's
tone
beautiful.
only. It's pink and purple, and that's it.
Yeah, it's
Very
gorgeous.
earthy. It looks like it was taken in the savannah or something. Like very earthy. Yeah.
Yeah, you did an amazing job with this. I'm loving, like, even as we're going through the cards together, I'm just loving every story behind it.
Hmm.
Like the Two of Swords. Like this is gorgeous.
Yeah, her name is Shelby. She's an actress. She has a TV show on Radio Canada, and she's a good actress here in Montreal. And yeah, I love that card.
I love this.
Mhm.
So while I'm still flipping through, I want to know the next question I have. So, and we did talk about this previously, but for everybody else, so what would you say? What are some of your future endeavors that you would like to share? I already know that you are already in the process of doing another edition of this deck,
Yeah,
correct?
it's almost going to be the same thing. Maybe I'll change 8 to 15 cards, but I'll make it a deluxe edition.
Okay.
So we'll
So
change the box and change different things. Maybe add more details.
yes,
Um, and some cards will be very different, but in order to make us feel very proud as Afro descendant. I love
yes.
that one.
Yes, I do. Yeah, very, very nice.
Hmm.
You did an amazing job with this deck.
But you see the feeling of the Three of Pentacle.
Yes,
It's a little
very.
different, almost like a movie, almost like it gives like Sinners. Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen the
Okay,
movie Sinners yet. I have to
so the
watch
the
that
the,
one,
the
but
next card will look more like this one,
the
almost
two ones,
cinematographic. Yeah.
the two ones. Yeah, I still have to watch that movie. Actually, yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
Hmm. Yeah, great movie.
Okay, The Magician.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, Okay, so the Seven of Wands, and it's funny because the picture that I sent you, with me, I was holding up this one. I was wearing this brown shirt, and it was the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, I think. And yeah, and it just like I felt like I was somehow blending into the cards. I was like,
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
cards. Anyways, but yeah,
It
but
was a rainy day. I don't know if you can, it was raining outside, and I don't know if you can see that on her dress. You see that on the details? You can see the water. What you see in the background is it's the water.
okay.
Do you see that? It was windy and raining, and you can see that on her
I can see
dress.
the windiness. I don't think I can see I'm not seeing the rain exactly, but I feel like even in this lighting, might be throwing it off is the linen. The
Hmm.
linen cardstock is throwing off the little bit of like that detail of imagery because I can't see the
What
water per
if you
se.
if you look at the ground behind her,
Yes.
it looks like I don't know what you can see, but it's definitely water. It was pouring so fast. And do you see that behind her dress?
Yeah, behind her, I see the water.
Yeah.
Yes. And it is giving off this look of yes, I am seeing that. She does
Mm-hmm.
look like you can see like yeah, she's out in the rain and
Yeah. It was
yeah,
pouring hard.
yes. And it was raining hard, you said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. This is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous card. I love this card. And like I said, it spoke volumes to me when I was reading it because I think it was four cards. This was one of them with the Seven of Pentacles. And it was the Seven of Pentacles, and then we had the Page of Pentacles. And it was almost like she was the way that the cards were set up. This was first, then the Seven of Pentacles. But the way that the seven, let me see if I find the Seven of Pentacles, and the way she was looking at oh yes, and the way that she's looking here, it was almost like I can't find my pentacles. Where are they? They're right
Mm-hmm.
here. But then we have, here we go, here's the Page of Pentacles. So it was like this. And so I was reading it as she's looking for her pentacles, But meanwhile, she's looking for the eight one. Well, the eight one's right here, but he don't see. He's oblivious to the fact that the eight one is right there. So
Mm.
I was like, it was the way that the cars were really speaking, and I was like, wow, like a whole scenario story just came up with like right, and it was
Mhm.
out of a four card spread, and yeah, so I really like this, and she just here, she doesn't look like she's impressed. She's like,
She's
I'm here, I'm
waiting.
looking for my pentacles, and here
Mhm.
you're hoarding it beside you, and you don't know? Like, what the hell?
Seven of Pentacles to me is like, okay, so you've done everything you had to that needed to be done, and now you have to wait for the result. It might
Yes,
grow, it might not, but you have to wait
yes,
and
exactly.
and keep calm.
Yes. And so in this way, it's almost like, okay, well, there's nothing she can do because
The-
she can't go from this seed. So she's gotta wait for his
Mhm.
for his what's the word? Clueless self to
Yeah, you
like look
remain.
over and be like, the pentacle is there. Can you pick it up and bring it to me? Like, I don't, yeah. So that's what that's what was coming up for me. But but yeah, but I just love it. And I love, like I said, I love the way that, they all sort of were speaking to one another, that way. But yeah, so that's the seven of wands. Well, the seven of pentacles now.
Which one is your favorite?
I don't know.
I like the death card. I
I
wanted a woman for the death card. I wanted her to be very beautiful, like death as something beautiful to offer. And death is also the Renaissance. So you have like a little butterfly on her hand. I don't know if you've noticed that on the death card.
Let me see now. I don't
Every
know.
time you something dies, well, something rise. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no, I didn't notice.
So the butterfly.
Very, very nice. Actually, I think my favorite is well, there's a couple. There's a couple that are like I love the Hermit. That was one.
Mhm.
I love the Queen of Swords.
The star is very interesting too.
The Two of Cups too is gorgeous.
And the frame really does exist. In it's
The
near the
Two of Cups,
water. Yeah.
yes. The Queen of Swords, that's another favorite of mine.
Mhm.
And the Empress. The Empress card.
Oh, the Empress. Yeah, she
I
was
love the
pregnant.
Empress card. I
Yeah.
love this Empress card. Yes, this is gorgeous.
This card is
The-
very close to the original Ten of Cups. If you know the Ten of Cups, you know it's. I really wanted to reproduce like the original card from Rider Waite,
yes,
with the rainbow and the family. So we took this card the same day as the Ten of Pentacles. Remember when we in front of the museum with my family? So this is my
yes,
sister and her family, and yeah. So I wanted the this card to be almost identical. Some cards I really wanted different, and some I really wanted identical as
yes.
the Rider Wyatt version.
So yeah, I love the Two of Cups. Here we have a Five of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very, very nice.
competition.
Yes, yes. The Four of Cups,
Yeah,
the Page of Cups.
yeah,
I
dreamy.
already talked about the Page of Pentacles.
Yeah,
The Emperor. These are gorgeous. These are gorgeous. Yeah, these are two of my favorites, I would say.
yeah, okay.
I love the Lovers card here. Very, very gorgeous. And here's the thing, because so the Lovers card normally has just the one man and just the one woman
It
in the card.
depends. It depends on the No, on the Rider Waite, the I think it's you have the angel, you have the man, and two
Yes,
different.
yes, that's right. You do. You have, that's right. You have the on the RWS, although I think it depends on the RWS because a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
time there's usually like the man and the woman in the Garden of Eden, um, which represents choice. Sometimes
Exactly.
you have, yes, sometimes you do have an angel, although with the
Yeah.
two people. Um, but
So I
also I
wanted
feel
to
like that
keep that
represents the
version.
judgment card too as
I
well.
wanted to keep that version. The ladies, they are twin sisters, DJs here in Montreal.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Hmm.
Yes. I love
So
the
you
idea
have
of
to
this
choose
card.
between something almost identical.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
The
that all,
choice.
yeah, exactly. And
We have the
the energy of the twins.
yes.
It's a different energy.
And then we have the four pentacles here.
Hmm.
The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love this queen.
Yeah, Jelly Tapa, the African singer. Love, love, love.
Love, love. The Three of Cups.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, last but not least, and I'm sure this is your daughter again.
No, that's not my daughter.
No.
No, she shares a card with my daughter, the Six of Cups,
Okay.
with like souvenir and remembrance and no, but she's a model. She really she does runways and she's
Okay.
way older now. She's like a young lady now. Beautiful.
But this is a beautiful card.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this sun.
So I
This is
wanted
gorgeous.
the like I mentioned, some card I really want them to be like identical as the Rider Waite. This one I wanted to be really recognizable with the red. Do you see on the horse?
In the
She
back of the
usually
horse?
has this
Yes.
red flag on her hand, on her hand. The child that has a flag.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't want her to have the flag on her hand, but I put it on the horse instead.
And thank you for her having the dress on. Because in their RW on their RW
Yeah,
horse,
no,
it's
no,
always a
I would have
naked
never
baby.
done that. Never.
Oh, it's a naked baby. Okay. So that is yeah. And what would you say is the one thing about this deck that you love the most?
I like the design, you know. I'm
What's
very,
that?
very, I'm really proud about the design. Like how we thought about everything, the colors, the box is solid.
Yes.
I like the design in general. Like I mentioned, the pink sky. It's like everything. Uh, it was flowing after we had like the design in mind. It was easier. Um, you mentioned linen. It's not linen. It gives you the feeling of linen, but it's not. And it's
Oh,
almost like it's an oil painting. It's a photo, but mixed with oil painting. So that was part of the design too. It looks
okay.
like it's linen, but it's really about the edit of the photo.
So what? Okay, so if it's not linen cardstock, what kind of cardstock is it?
It's a good quality. I don't remember they they identify them by numbers, but it definitely is a good quality.
Okay, because it feels a lot like linen, and
Hmm.
even the way that it shuffles, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Like I'm shuffling it right now, and the flexibility of the cardstock.
Hmm.
I'm a riffle shuffler, so I will riffle and bridge my decks, and this is very easy to do, considering that I have small hands too. So I love, love, love
Yeah,
this.
and the
Yeah.
colors, like they're really vibrant.
Yes, they are. They are very vibrant. So I am okay. So let's give the deck a shuffle. I'm already shuffling my deck, by the
Do
way.
you like my
But
devil?
yes, that
Temptation, temptation.
Okay, let me look for the devil again because that was, oh yes.
Devil can be a lot of things. It's
Yes.
the willpower that you need to achieve greatness, but it
Yes.
can also be headaches. Men are
Yes.
usually associated with headaches. And
And also the fact that the devil can be very enticing. And this devil is very enticing in his
mhm,
look, even with his outfit and everything.
yeah,
So yes,
it
I
does
love
look good.
yes, yes, yes. And the tree and oh my God, everything
Yeah,
is so amazing.
and the six pack.
Y- Yes, actually, actually, you know what? I as okay, so I very have a child. I have a very childlike spirit as well, and so I love me my movies and TV shows and anime and whatever. But it's funny that you said that with the six pack for the devil because there's that movie that just released on Netflix not that long ago, and it's called K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever seen it or because well, you have your daughter, so maybe she might have seen it. I don't know. But the thing is, there's a part in it where so it's like these singers, they're K-pop singers and whatever, but they are also demon hunters. So whenever and somewhere in the movie there's like a boy band that comes out and all the boys in the band are demons and but they have this look with the six pack, some of
Yeah.
them with their shiny hair and their beautiful eyes. And so there's a part in it where she's like one of the characters is
Mhm.
like she's getting ready to defeat the demon and she goes no more abs. And then she just takes her knife and she slices his belly
Yeah.
because as she's getting rid of him. So it's just funny that you said that because you talked about the abs and
Mhm.
right away that was like the first thought that came to K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, really?
Do you
Like,
notice the apple, like the Eden
yes,
Garden?
I did notice the apple. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Very giving that sort of Snow White,
A little.
a little Snow White vibes. Yes, yes, yes. And and back to the Garden of Eden with the
Mhm.
tree.
Yeah, that was my
Yes,
inspiration, definitely.
yes,
There's
with the
another show
tree
on
and
Netflix.
the
There's another
serpent with
show
the
on Netflix.
apple.
Yeah, there's another
The
show on Netflix about, I don't remember the name of the show, but it really is it's about a guy. He wears a suit and he is the devil. And
oh yeah yeah yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's oh what is it? It's Lucifer. The show's called
Lucifer. Yeah.
Lucifer.
So I was inspired also by that show. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And it's funny because for the longest while when that show was on air, I never cared to watch it. But only in the last little like maybe the last couple of days, I'm like, you know what? It keeps coming up on my feed on Netflix. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let
Yeah.
me just see what the show is all about.
Yeah.
And I like the first couple of times, I'm like, oh, it's not actually as bad as I thought. It's
Yeah.
really about the devil learning how to become a better human being and then
See?
right like he's
So it's a mix of the Eden Garden and Lucifer.
yes, so I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to shuffle the deck now because I want us to pull some cards
Go ahead.
for the collective, and I want to see what you get too, and we'll talk about it.
You want me to shuffle for myself or you do it for me?
Oh no, I want you to shuffle too.
Okay, cool.
We'll both pull a card and then
Do
I'll
you use the reverse card? Do
I
you read
do.
like, yeah? Okay.
I do. Yeah, not all the time, but I do. And I'm gonna pull an oracle deck from the one that I think from a deck that I feel will pair really
Okay.
well with this
How
deck.
many how many cards should I pull?
However many fall out for you, I guess. That's how I usually go, so I'm gonna do that way.
So how do you proceed? Do I need to ask myself a question? Whoa.
No, basically just whatever cards come out for the
Okay.
collective. What do we want
Okay,
what
for the
message do
collective,
we
no
have for the
problem. I get
collective
it.
today?
Okay, cool.
All right, so I got one card right away.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see what card came out. Ooh. Okay, I got justice. This came out for me first. Justice. And I love this because as this to me, now I'm looking at this card again and I feel like this is another really great favorite. Something about the way the red sort of accentuates off of her and floods to the front, like the fabric, but also the fact that, right, like she's standing in her power, in her truth, with the swords, with the Libra, well, the scales essentially, but you know, representing sort of Libra. But it's like, to me, it's that bold conviction of self and of mind, and she's standing in her truth and her power
Mhm.
right here.
Mhm.
As we're boldly, like, tomorrow is the full moon in Aries, and it's a super moon. So to me, this really speaks to that, because especially with the red being the idea of the boldness and about stepping into truth and power with authenticity and integrity, this is what this card here represents for me. So what did you get?
Ten of Pentacle. I mentioned her so many times. Jelly Tapa. So ten of the Queen of Pentacles.
Yes, I love that. So the Queen of Pentacles against the Justice. So that idea of that, the truth and of power there, even in regards to of being, because it's a Queen of Pentacles, and the way that she is sitting there with everything, it's like
Mhm.
she is commanding presence in her being.
Mhm.
So it's that idea of being, standing in your
Definitely
truth.
two strong women, strong
Yes,
figures.
exactly.
Mhm.
And that idea of standing in your truth
In your
and
power.
power as a
Yeah.
divine feminine. Yes,
Mhm.
I love that. I love that. And now I'm gonna pull just a card. What else did you, because you have three cards there. What did you pull?
Four cards. Nine of
Oh, four
Cups.
cards.
Nine
Okay,
of
so the
Cups.
okay.
This is a card that I don't know different interpretations. Sometimes I see it as okay, it's time to show off, display like satisfaction. You're proud of all you've done and accomplished. Is this how you feel about this card?
Yes, absolutely. And I
Hmm.
feel like, even combined with the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice with that, it's like the hard work is paying off.
Yeah.
You even talking about this deck right now, and even our discussion that we've had, right? Like from start to finish, you spoke about even the trials and the tribulations that you went about in creating this deck,
Yep.
right? The heartbreak that that you experienced even during the beginning, but this is the fruits of your labor, and out of that, out of those efforts, justice prevailed, because look, now here we're talking about the beauty that
Hmm.
went into the hard work that went
Yeah.
into the creation of this deck. And it wasn't something that you entered into lightly, which really, to me, really speaks about any adventure that any of us go through. When, any sort of project that we put forth, even our healing journey, it's the while you're in it, sometimes while you're in it, you could be tested. You will go through all kinds of trials and tribulations, and and trial and errors, even, because
Yeah.
you spoke about that throughout right, throughout this whole process.
Yeah. And
The
now
one of
that
the key things that I really loved, sorry, about what you mentioned was even the strawberry picking. The $100 that you had to end up paying afterwards because
yeah.
you're done. But that's
She was like running around picking up, you know. But it's
right.
the link also that I found is now that the deck is done. Yes, I get to show it to the world, and the world now has to decide to give their impression. They have to decide whether the work has been done well or not. You know, it's not about me anymore. It's about the world to judge.
Yeah, and and exactly. But you know what? But you did such an amazing job, like I said. You know, the connectivity that I instantaneously felt like I had towards this deck, even when I got it in my hands and I shuffled it and I used it for the first time, it was like the messages were clear as day, the way they came out, very in alignment with everything that I've sort of been building to date, and even in my practice, and just how it just all came about, how haphazardly it sort of came about, me even coming to discover you and the deck. I was just scrolling on Instagram, and then
Mhm.
as I was doing that, something came up in my feed. Oh, an ebony deck. Oh, let me check this out. It's a photography deck, right? And the rest is, like I said, the rest is history.
It's
But
true.
like, this is what came out of this. All of what, the trials and tribulations that even led up to this point, um, you know, it's like that's justice. It, to me, in and of itself, it
Mhm.
was to show you, right? Things happen in life that even we don't expect, or we can't, would never have anticipated that to occur. But
Yeah.
look at how everything that is meant to be falls into place, because like I said, how I felt like I dreamt this deck into being. I didn't create it, but it was something that I dreamt about, something that I had longed for, and then whoop, oh, here it is.
I have your
Right?
card, the
Oh, you
hermit.
have the hermit. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And to me, isn't that where we find ourselves? We find ourselves in the quietness, in the stillness, in the isolation.
In the darkness.
Exactly, right? So I love that. Okay, I'm gonna pull now. This is the deck that this is the Love Quest Oracle. This is another indie deck that recently came into being, and I felt like when as I was working with this deck, and then when I was waiting for your deck to come in, I'm like, I feel like they would pair perfectly together. So I want to pull a card from this deck just to go along with yours. Let's see what we have for the collective. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I got 3 cards. Uh-huh. Okay, so we have 18, Black Magic Love. We
What
have
does that mean?
uh, uh I'll get into that. Clarity.
Okay.
We have clarity. So we have Black Magic Love. We have clarity,
Mm-hmm.
and we have let go. And so, to me, in regards to even with the justice card here, which was your card, I feel like, from my understanding with the black magic, is that everything that is the saying that comes to me is what is what is done in darkness will always come to light. what the devil meant for evil will always turn out for good. So even though, even in your experience, you started off this project with someone and that went south, but that may have went south, but your project didn't.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it improved
Yeah.
what you were working on,
Yeah. I did
right?
it, but while I was depressed. I really was depressed, but I did it anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. So all of that, that was something that was done in darkness or to derail you somehow, but it didn't. If anything, it just made your purpose clearer.
Definitely. Definitely.
And as you did that, you learned to let go, and it purified, and look what came out of it. This gorgeous, gorgeous deck. So it's to me, it really speaks to that idea of, when we go through darkness, we go through turmoil, we, that whole idea of breaking cycles and karmic justice, and not letting, the things that happen in life that are bad or that we perceive as being bad take away from the beauty that is us and the potential that we have to grow. So that's, to me, what all of this sort of speaks of.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And even in, like, again, with the justice. So yeah. So this was gorgeous.
Thank you.
This is gorgeous. I love the taking the time and the opportunity to discuss this entire project with you. And I feel like, even with getting the opportunity to go through the deck,
Mm-hmm.
um, and
Yeah.
hear everything that you had to say, card by card, was amazing. You
If you're in
did.
Toronto, the deck is available at the Hermit Lamps
Yes, it is. It
and
is.
on Amazon and Etsy.
Yes. So of course I will have a link to where people can purchase the deck in the description box. I'll have a link to your Instagram in the description
You.
box. And yeah, and so I'm so happy that and thank you for the opportunity to even take,
Thank
get the
you.
opportunity to discuss this with you, to have the deck, to use the deck. And yeah, I like I said, I couldn't be any more excited
Hmm.
for this, and you,
Hmm.
and even to know what more you'll have coming out of this. I know you don't really care for oracles, but I feel like if you did an oracle to go along with this,
I might go into
it just
oracles. Yeah.
would. Because to
So
me, I mean, I get what you mean in regards to the structure
the
and the
structure
fact
is
that
different.
oracles, but there are oracle decks that, like this one, for example, which is this has 60 something cards.
That's a good number.
So it's not like a typical like 40 something
25 or
or
40. Yeah.
25 or some
Yeah,
foolishness like
25 is
that.
definitely not enough for me.
Yeah, this is almost like, and I do have some oracle decks that are like 100 plus cards.
Oh,
So yeah, there are oracle decks out there. And I think there's the freedom that you can structure an oracle deck however you want to. So
true.
you can design an oracle deck, and you can give it structure if you want to.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
probably what
feel
I'll
like,
do.
yeah, I feel like you doing an oracle deck to go companion, and especially doing it the way that you did, learning obviously from your previous process for the easiest ways, but a photographic oracle deck would be amazing to go with your deck. I
Thank you.
I think
Thank you for the
yes,
suggestion. Yeah.
yes. Yes. So I want to thank you so much and everybody else for
Pleasure.
joining us
Yeah, thank you,
today.
everyone.
Yes, and as I always say, I am love and so are you. As I see myself as human, I know you are too. So with all that being said, please remember to take care of yourself and one another. And while you're at it, guys, don't forget about us too. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will, like I said, have all of Lisa's information in the description box for you to check out. You know the drill when it comes to me. And until we chat again, please remember to check your privilege, mind your magic, and as always, live, listen, and learn. I
I
love
love
you so,
that.
so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.